Good day, everyone. Today, we're going to be talking about the second edition of the ECOWAS Startup Award, which is a regional initiative of the ECOWAS Commission to identify, celebrate, and scale high-impact startup in a bid to advance innovation, digital entrepreneurship, and economic integration across West Africa. First, my name is Dr. Opeyemi Oladimeji, and I'm going to be taking you on the journey of how to apply for this award. First of all, what is the ECOWAS Startup Award? The ECOWAS Startup Award was established in 2021 in a bid to identify and celebrate high-impact startup across West Africa so that there's going to be an advancement in innovation, digital entrepreneurship, and economic integration across West Africa. And the first edition of the program was held in Niger Republic in 2021. And after then, it has become a platform for connecting startups with investors, policymakers, and development partners across the globe. The second edition happening this year is expected to bring together 60 startups across West Africa and is designed in line with international best practice to ensure transparency, fairness, and inclusivity, and also merit-based selection. So I'm going to take you through the process of applying. But before I take you through the process, this year's edition is being organized, is being convened by the Directorate of Private Sector and Industry of the ECOWAS Commission, which is hosted in Abuja and is jointly implemented by the Pan-African Alliance of Small and Medium Industries, and also with the Investment and Promotion Agencies of the West African States, ECOWAS. There are some overview of how the application will run. The key dates for these applications are, the application was opened on August 3rd, 2026, and is expected to close 31st of August. That means we have about 11 days to apply for this award. After that, there's going to be a virtual masterclass for selected applicants by 21st and 25th of September 2026. There's also going to be a physical event in Abuja for 28th and 30th of September. And also there's going to be an award ceremony, which is going to be the last day of the program on 30th September 2026. Now, let's talk about who can apply for the award. So if you are doing anything on education technology and skills development, if your startup is about education technology and skills development, you are eligible. So it seems like this year's award is focused on 6 thematic areas. So education technology and skills development is the first. Then fintech. Yeah, there's a growing number of fintech in Nigeria and across West African states. Yes, you can seize this opportunity to apply for this award. When I mean award, is a startup fund, is a funding for your business. And anyway, I'm going to explain all of that too. A fintech company, and health technology. If you have an innovation, if you have an idea, if you have a business that has to do with how health can be connected to technology, you're welcome to apply. And then if you're also doing something around agricultural technology and food systems, it's also another area that this year's award is looking at. Then if you're looking at something around clean technology, climate, and green innovation, if your startup is within that system, so people doing something around climate and how to digitize green innovation and environmental systems, you are welcome to apply. Then lastly is tourism, hospitality, and travel technology. If you're doing something within that sector too, you are welcome to apply. So these are the 6 thematic areas in which you can apply for this fund. So what is the structure of the competition going to look like? First, there's going to be a national selection based on predefined criteria. And secondly, there's also going to be a regional final where there's going to be like a regional technical evaluation committee constituted by the ECOWAS Commission to assess all the applications and all the nominations, and the finalists will pitch before an independent regional jury, while winners will be selected on scoring based on consensus. Now, let's go to the eligibility criteria. Who is eligible to apply for this fund? First, the applicant must be a citizen of the ECOWAS member state, must also operate a startup registered and based within an ECOWAS country. That means whatever business you are going to use to apply must be registered in your country. Then you must have operated with minimum of 2 years, and then you must also demonstrate a working product or service, which means that at this point, an ideation stage idea may not be able to work. You have to prove that there's a working product or there's a working service that has been tested for 2 years. Then you must also show evidence of market traction or scalability. What this means is that you must show that your business can scale, your business can move from point A to point B. I mean, that is, there's a potential for growth for your business. And lastly, you must have all the required documentation. So what are the required documentation? Make sure that you fill all the application form, which is on I'm going to show the website here. Fill all the application forms. Have a government issued identity document. Passport photograph is very important. Then you must have a business registration certificate with you. Then you must also have a business plan. Your business plan should not be more than 10 pages, single spacing, Times New Roman, font size 12. Then you must also have a pitch deck, which should not be more than 2 megabytes and 10 slides, maximum of 5 megabytes and 10 slides. And also you must also do a pitch video, which is maximum of 10 megabytes. So let's go to the evaluation criteria. Problem clarity. Whatever you are submitting, there must be clarity as to the problem and the solution that you are providing. You can't just bring out an idea that does not solve any problem. So whatever idea you are bringing must be proven to be able to solve a particular problem. Then there must be innovation and originality. So it doesn't have to be a copy and paste from somewhere and then you are dumping it on the website. No, there must be an originality in your idea. Then there must be market potential and scalability. So let me go back again. Your problem clarity and solution carries 20 marks. The innovation and originality carries 20 marks as well. The market potential and scalability carries 10 marks. So the business you are submitting must have the potential to scale, must have potential to make money. That is in simple terms. You must be able to have markets. That means there should be customer for what you are selling. Then number 4, there has to be a business model and a financial viability. There must be a connection of how you want to translate your product into a viable fund into your bank account. So you can't just say, oh, we are working based on vibe. We are hoping that we'll get customer that will patronize. So no, there must be a scalable business model and financial viability for your business. Then number 5, there must be social and economic impact. That means that your business must just not only be about making money, it must be solving a vital social and economic problem as well. So that means, for example, people doing climate, as much as you can make money from recycling, it's also contributing positively to the environment. That is a social impact business. Then number 6, team capacity and execution ability. You must have a team, a viable team. So this also carries 5 marks. Your team must be on ground to be able to execute whatever plan. So it doesn't have to be, it can't be a one-man show. You can't submit a one-man show idea. So you must have a team that you've created are working with you. Then number 7, it has to align with the ECOWAS Commission priorities. So which are the 6 thematic areas that I've clearly outlined earlier before. Then you must have your pitch and online voting and data integrity. That is, you are going to pitch. There's also going to be a voting, by the selection committee, and also data integrity. That is, whatever you are submitting must be verifiable, must be something that can be verified, not something just coming from your head that is not supported by any data. So what are the benefits for the participant? The first runner-up, the winner is going to get $30,000. Then the first runner-up is going to get $20,000. And then the second runner-up is going to get $15,000. Then for the selected participant, there's going to be a 6-month acceleration program, capacity building, and mentorship support for all of them. There's also going to be a regional visibility, which all of them are going to showcase their ideas. There's going to be access to investors for all of them. And lastly, there's going to be networking opportunities where they can pitch their product to a lot of potential investors that may want to invest in their business. So what other thing do you need to know? Yes, as much as this is a regional thing, it's a West African competition, and it's going to support your business. You must also know that this is an avenue for you to show what you're doing, and it's also going to come with a lot of visibility for your business and for yourself as a person. So this is part of what ECOWAS is doing to showcase West African businesses, to put them out there for people to see what African is doing for African and what Africa can do for the world, particularly the people of the West African sub-region. So I want to implore you today to get all your books right and all your documents right, and then let's see how you can apply for this grant within the next couple of days, which is like we have about 10 days now that you can apply. And then I wish you all the best, and I'm going to be here. If you have any question, please, you can write on the comment section. I'm going to do as much as possible to respond to them. And also, please try as much as possible to also go onto the website. Please go on the website, create account, and if you have any question after you've logged in, please put it in the comment section, and then I will do justice to that. So Ensure that all the documents I've mentioned earlier are readily available, and then we take it from there. Thank you very much, and I wish you all the best in your application. Good luck.